It is a well-worn tradition for many of us, wearing a poppy pin every November, honoring those who served in several wars and peacekeeping missions. But this year marks the 100th year that the poppy has been used as a symbol of remembrance. Here's Angela Mackenzie with more on its history.
When you think of the poppy, you probably think of this pin and local legions collecting donations. Some will also remember this Heritage Minute about Canadian Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. He was a surgeon during the First World War. While treating wounded soldiers in Belgium in 1915, he wrote the poem In Flanders Fields.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row.
One of the ways that he dealt with that war experience was by writing his poetry.
McCrae, like many soldiers in Belgium and France at the time, was struck by the resilient bright red poppies that continued to grow amid so much death and destruction.
I think it was perhaps the poppy emerging from and in contrast to the shattered landscape closer to the front.
McCrae's poem was published later that same year in Punch magazine.
It was a smash hit. It took off. It captured the feelings of Canadians.
The poem's reference to poppies would eventually inspire the symbol we know today. Moved by McCrae's words, a French woman named Anna Guérin started making poppies made of fabric to raise funds for war-torn France.
She presented that idea to the precursor of the Royal Canadian Legion in 1921, the Great War Veterans Association, and that idea was accepted. And here we are 100 years later with the poppy.
Her cloth poppies took off throughout the Commonwealth. In the U.S., another woman, Moyna Michael, petitioned the American Legion to adopt it as a symbol of remembrance in 1920. Today, some Americans wear it in the spring on Memorial Day. In Canada, the poppy's look has evolved over the years. Today, it's made of plastic. In the UK, it's made of cardboard. The Royal Canadian Legion gives them away during its annual poppy campaign and estimates 20 million will be handed out this year, with donations going towards programs to help veterans.
There are veterans on all sorts of missions at any given time. They can be peacekeeping missions as well, and sometimes they come back and they do need assistance.
To commemorate the poppy's 100th anniversary in Canada, the Legion has issued a vintage replica of the original fabric pin. It's also selling a limited edition digital NFT of the poppy featuring the names of fallen soldiers that can be purchased with cryptocurrency. And while the poppy's roots are in the First World War, today it's a symbol of remembrance for all wars and peacekeeping missions where Canadians have served.
And now we lie in Flanders fields.
100 years of a flower, the Legion hopes, will continue to remind us of the past well into the future. Angela Mackenzie, CTV News.